What if the man behind Iron Man was once Hollywood's most tragic headline? Robert Downey Jr., a name now linked with billion-dollar blockbusters, was once the face of scandal, mugshots, and courtroom drama. Today we reveal the real story. A boy born into chaos, a star who fell hard, and a legend who rose again. Before the world knew him as Tony Stark, Robert's life was a wild ride of fame, addiction, and second chances. Robert John Downey Jr. was born in Manhattan, 1965, to a filmmaker father and an actress mother. His earliest memories weren't of playgrounds, but of film sets and wild parties. His father, Robert Downey Sr., was a creative force, but also struggled with addiction. By age 6, Robert had tried marijuana for the first time, handed to him by his own dad. Imagine being a kid surrounded by artists, rebels, and the haze of substance abuse. Robert's childhood was creative but chaotic. He landed his first film role at age 5 in his father's movie Pound. But the seeds of future struggles were already there.
The next morning we go upstairs, there's no more furniture, the roof's gone, and so's my hair. That tornado scared me so.
After his parents divorced, Robert and his father moved to Los Angeles. He was just a boy, but already juggling auditions, odd jobs, and a growing dependency on drugs. He fell in love with Sarah Jessica Parker. She tried to help, but addiction is a powerful enemy. Robert's life became a roller coaster, moments of promise, derailed by spirals of self-destruction.
That the jokes and the monologue are over for now?
Well, we'll see how you behave.
Oh, we're just checking. Okay.
The 1980s were a breakthrough. Robert starred in cult classics like Weird Science and Less Than Zero, playing a troubled addict, a role that, heartbreakingly, mirrored his own life. Hollywood took notice. He was charming, unpredictable, magnetic. But fame can be a double-edged sword. In 1992, Robert transformed into Charlie Chaplin and earned an Oscar nomination. Between 1996 and 2001, Robert's life spiraled further. He was arrested multiple times for drug possession, breaking probation, and even trespassing while under the influence. He was fired from the hit TV show Ally McBeal in 2001 after repeated drug-related arrests. At one point, he told a judge, "It's like I have a shotgun in my mouth, and I like the taste of the gunmetal." Hollywood seemed ready to write him off forever. But even in the darkest moments, there was a flicker of hope. Friends like Mel Gibson stepped in, paying his insurance so he could work again. Robert entered rehab and started martial arts training, which helped him regain control. He found love again with producer Susan Levin, who became his wife in 2005. Slowly, he began to rebuild his life and career, one step at a time. Susan brought a stability and support system that Robert had never experienced before. She was more than a wife. She was a collaborator, a manager, and his fiercest advocate. Together, they began rebuilding a life far removed from the chaos of his past. Susan's unwavering belief in Robert's talent and character helped him regain confidence and focus. Friends and colleagues noticed the transformation. Robert was no longer the wild card, but a man on a mission to reclaim his place in Hollywood.
We're going to be less shocked by the awful results.
Yeah.
So here's all I'll say. You want to talk about validation and
Films like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang and Zodiac showcased his range, combining dark humor, intensity, and vulnerability. These roles were critical in reminding Hollywood that beneath the headlines was a gifted actor ready to rise again.
Where is he? Where's Raphael?
Where is he? Where's...
Robert and Susan also launched Team Downey, their own production company, giving Robert creative control and a platform to tell stories that mattered. This move was about more than career. It was about ownership, empowerment, and shaping his legacy on his own terms. Team Downey would go on to produce a variety of projects, blending commercial appeal with meaningful narratives. Susan's role as producer was vital. She managed the business side, allowing Robert to focus on his craft and personal growth. In 2008, Marvel Studios took a bold gamble by casting Robert as Tony Stark in Iron Man. Despite lingering doubts about his past, director Jon Favreau saw the spark that others had missed. Robert's audition was electric. He brought wit, charm, and a raw vulnerability that redefined the superhero archetype. Iron Man wasn't just a film, it was the launchpad for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, a franchise that would change Hollywood forever. For Robert, it was a personal and professional rebirth. Iron Man was a massive success, grossing over $585 million worldwide and turning Robert into a global superstar. His portrayal of Tony Stark, a flawed genius with a sharp tongue and a big heart, captivated audiences across the globe. The role allowed Robert to blend his own personality with the character, creating an iconic figure beloved by millions. But behind the scenes, Robert remained grounded, crediting Susan and his sobriety for keeping him focused amid the frenzy. Robert reprised Tony Stark in multiple Marvel blockbusters, including Iron Man 2, The Avengers, Civil War, and Avengers Endgame. Each film added new layers to the character's journey, showcasing Robert's growth as an actor and storyteller. His chemistry with co-stars and improvisational flair made every scene memorable. Avengers Endgame became the highest-grossing film of all time, cementing Robert's place in cinematic history. Yet despite the fame, Robert remained committed to his personal growth and family life. Robert and Susan built a close-knit family, welcoming their son Exton in 2012 and daughter Avery in 2014. Fatherhood brought Robert a new sense of purpose and joy. He became a hands-on dad, often sharing quiet moments away from the spotlight. Family life grounded him, providing a sanctuary from the pressures of fame. Seeking to challenge himself artistically, Robert took on diverse roles beyond the superhero genre. He starred in Sherlock Holmes, bringing a fresh, energetic take on the iconic detective, earning critical praise and box office success. In 2023, his role in Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer earned him an Academy Award nomination, showcasing his enduring talent and versatility.
And the Academy.
Robert's openness about his past struggles has made him a role model for many. He speaks candidly about addiction and recovery, offering hope to those facing similar battles. His vulnerability and honesty have broken down barriers and changed perceptions around mental health. Today, Robert balances his career, family, and philanthropy with grace. He continues to inspire millions worldwide, proving that true strength comes from vulnerability and perseverance. His journey is far from over, and his legacy continues to grow. Robert's life teaches us that transformation is possible for anyone willing to fight for it. His story is not just about fame or fortune, it's about finding purpose, love, and meaning after hardship. He stands as a beacon of hope for those who believe in second chances. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into Robert Downey Jr.'s extraordinary journey. If you found inspiration here, please like, subscribe, and share. Tell us in the comments which legend story you want to hear next. This is Unscripted Legends, where every comeback is possible and every story matters.